Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017. Welcome back to Upton Farm. So, did some more testing, and we definitely have Reshade and SweetFX running now. Definitely. I know we do because I can bring up the console. I don't know. I don't know. I just posted a truck video. If you watched that one, I was talking about how sometimes things need to be fake to look real. I don't know. I think this looks pretty realistic, but it is a little bit exaggerated. So let me know what you think. I don't know if this is a keeper or not. Potential. So, going to be kind of a short episode today. We're just doing a little bit of housekeeping and a little bit of tidying up on this side of the map before we gradually start taking everything back across. What we have to do right now is fertilize these two fields, these two grass fields, and then move some vehicles around. We've got just the tiniest little bit of mowing left to do on this side of the map, that field with no number just behind us and to the right. Once we get that one done, then we'll be done mowing on this side of the map. I may leave this JCB over here because we will need to put a third layer of fertilizer on our soybeans once they move through a growth stage. However, we're getting to that time of the year where there's grass work, but really that's all summertime is, just grass work. Yeah, what do you think? Looking a little bit sparkly. The texture of the grass that we're on right now, it's looking a little glitter, you know. I don't know. Could be my monitor. Let me know what you think. So we'll be doing grass work, but there's not a ton to do. And what I'm getting at is there's no reason why we can't drive the JCB back over to our farm, park it, and then when we need to apply fertilizer, we could drive it back to this side of the map and do that quick sort of task. TBD. For now, we're going to do this field, park the JCB somewhere out of the way, and then quickly hop in the T8 and move the forager and tipper off that grass field, move the rake off that grass field, move the mower off that grass field, and then jump back in and put another layer of fertilizer on it. We have been moving our foraged grass into the clamp at the BGA. We have 120,000 liters up there right now, which I believe at a very minimum it's enough to clamp it. So we can do that. And the other thing we can do is, well, I want to continue adding to it. You know our plan. We have sheep now. We need to keep them fed. So we will be, every field that we mow, we're going to pull a little bit of grass out of it for the sheep. And then the rest of it will go into silage. And we'll do that probably till the end of first cut, which ought to give us, I estimate, about 250,000 liters, I hope. And then for second cut, I don't know. I mean, where are we going to put second cut? Is it going to go... There are other clamps around the map, but none of them are really convenient to the BGA. So if we do put grass, chaff, in another clamp, getting to it is going to be, I wouldn't say hard, but not as easy as the clamp that we're putting things into right now is right next to the digester at the BGA, so it's a very quick process. Once it has fermented into silage, it's a very quick process to get it from the clamp to the digester. If we do that, let's get this thing out of the way. No? There we go. Let's get it out of the way. So there are other clamps on the map. There's one over by the pig farm, right around the corner from us, and there's another one sort of at an abandoned farm in the middle of the map. Neither one of them are really convenient to the BGA, and I don't want to put, this would be for second cut later in the fall, I don't want to put a couple 100,000 liters of grass in there. And then it's not convenient later to get it from the BGA. It's not convenient to get it from one of those other clamps to the BGA. But we have to do something with it. The other thing we could do would be to turn it into hay, tether it into hay, bale it, and sell the bales. There's a couple problems with that. One is the developers for Seasons Mod sort of nerfed the initial bale value. When Seasons came out last summer of 2017, you could sell bales for a fortune. You could sell a big lorry trailer of straw bales for 75,000 pounds. So it was a super quick way to make money. They fixed that, and the adjusted value now would be, using that as an example, would be closer to maybe 20,000 pounds. Still 20,000 pounds, but it's not 75,000. So I don't know if it's worth it to go deeper in debt to get a tedder and a baler and make hay bales to sell them. And we can rent, but same thing. Now, one advantage to that would be, if we're going to sell those bales anyway, we'll just keep a few of them, and that means we don't have to buy bales for the sheep during the winter when we don't have access to grass. So that would be, now the only reason we'd be interested in doing that at all is because of the location of a clamp. Right? So, where's my gate? There it is. So, right, you see what I'm saying? If there was another clamp at the BGA, we would just fill that because it's right next to the digester. I just don't want to get into a situation where we have a lot of silage on the wrong side of the map. And since we don't have cows now, we will. But since we don't have cows at the moment, then we can't fill the silage clamp that's right next to the dairy farm. Well, it's between the dairy farm and the pig farm. We can't fill that and then use it next season. You see what I'm saying. Now the other thing we could do, moment, I'm not giving up on face tracking. I'm just not. No matter how frustrating it is, I'm not giving up on it. I just can't quit you. Right. The other thing we could do is, no matter, pause, scary. The other thing we could do is, no matter where, what's that showing on my screen? What's that little legacy item right there? Is that a reflection? What is that? I'm not liking that. The other thing we could do is, no matter where we're cutting our grass, we could just haul it all to the BGA. And now we have another calculation to make, which is how full, what is the volume of our tipper? This one that we're pulling up next to right here. Not right next to it, that's a rake. You know what I mean. This tipper right here is 22,500. So what I'm saying is, we'll go to another map, easier to see. Right, can you see my cursor? I think you can. So these are grass fields here, right? Right up to the BGA. This is a grass field. We don't own it, but that would go right into the BGA. We have other grass fields. We have a big one by the farm that would have to go up and around to the BGA. And then we have these over here. This one by number 2, by number 46, and then this little no number field right here. So of these 4, particularly these two, by number 2 and by number 46, This is a haul, man, to get this up to the BGA, but then it's there. So if we can only take small loads from here up to the BGA, we're going to have to make a lot of them versus that other pit that's right here. So we would make shorter trips to this clamp here, and then when the clamp turns into silage, then we would need to fill the tipper and haul it up to the BGA to dump it. So what I'm saying is, where's the delta? Does it make more sense to make a lot of trips from the grass fields to the BGA so we're right next to the digester? Or does it make more sense to make trips from these grass fields to this clamp here and then later haul silage from here to the tipper? At this point, I don't know. I haven't done the math on that yet. But that would be the sort of well, I guess it's almost a business process question. What makes us the most money? And being as deep in debt as we are right now, we can do that and it doesn't cost us anything. It takes time, right? And fuel and wear and tear on the machines, but we don't have to buy anything to do that. We can just do it. So does it make more sense to do that, or does it make more sense to either buy or rent a tedder and a baler, or combo? We could buy the tedder, rent the baler. You know what I'm saying. Does it make more sense to do that and make bales, keep some so we don't have to buy them later, and then sell the rest? And keep in mind also, we have a fairly small trailer that's going to hold maybe 16 bales. So that's a lot of trips from wherever we're bailing hay, wherever we're making hay and baling it. That's a lot of trips from there to the sell point. As the sell point, I believe the sell point for bales is sort of close to where we are now, down on the southeast corner of the map. So for these grass fields, we can bale, we can make hay and bale it, and the sell point is right around the corner. But if we're on the other side of the map, over by field 2 in the southwest corner of the map, we are going to need to do quite a bit of driving. So these are the sorts of questions that I ask when I'm playing, and I know some people, they just play sandbox mode. They just like doing stuff, and that's super cool. I'm not putting them down at all, but I really like to approach a farm as I would a real business. And now all of a sudden I'm getting frame rate, or at least some stuttering. Man, I can't win today. I made a truck video a while ago that was just like pulling teeth, like pulling my own teeth. Felt like I was pulling my own teeth out, trying to make everything work, and I still am not super pleased with the results. So that's how it goes. And well, if you watch that truck video, and I'm not trying to talk you into it. If you're not into truck videos, don't watch it. But in that video, I talk about why I'm making the kind of videos that I am, and why I'm leaving in the suffering. Strange as it sounds, to me, it's all part of gaming, or at least this kind. I mean, this is not exactly Mario Kart or something. It's when you get into PC, when you get into modding and that sort of thing, you make your life really difficult. And I will be the first one to admit that we do this to ourselves, but it is a thing, keeping everything, making everything work, and keeping everything, trying to keep everything working and communicating with itself. This is that PC mod sim lifestyle. Right, folks, that's it. That's all we got. Just a little bit of quick housekeeping. Next episode, we will continue to, we'll mow this little field and row it up, and then we'll start moving equipment to the other side of the map and getting ready for second cut. Let me drop this hopper down. Make it easy on the hydraulics. There we go. We'll get ready for second cut. We'll do some maintenance on equipment. We'll wash our tractors Not one of my favorite things. I don't wash my tractors nearly enough. Look at that. That's filthy. But yeah, that's Reshade and SweetFX. So let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Take care.